What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Minelab's Treasure Talk blog. I'm your host, Brandon Ray Neese. Today, we're going to be answering some questions about how I personally clean my coins and artifacts to get ready to sell or maybe just to put on display. First, disclaimer, don't clean your finds, because here's why. Some of the stuff that you have is potentially worth a lot of money, and I don't want you to mess it up. That being said, if you know for a fact that what you have isn't worth any money or it's already destroyed beyond recognition, and maybe you just want to polish it up a little bit for your own display, I'm going to show you some of the tricks that I use for some of the things that I find. That being said, silver coins. Here is a regular mercury dime. I've got a little camera set up over here so I can just kind of show you on this. Here is a regular US silver dime. It's a mercury dime, year 1934. Not worth anything, and it's pretty dirty. Let's say I want to turn it into a piece of jewelry or maybe something else. I want to get it cleaned up. One of the fastest ways is just to hit it with some water and get a little bit of this stuff right here. Arm & Hammer, baking soda. Okay, I'm just going to pour a little on my wet hands here. We're just going to rub it gently. Now, this is an abrasive, okay? It will scratch the coin. It puts microscopic scratches in the surface of the coin. That's how it shines it. That being said, it does a really good job of doing exactly that. It shines it right up. As you can see, I just hit that really quickly, and it just shines that baby right up. Give it a quick rinse, and take your little towel, dry it off. There you go. Nice shiny mercury dime. One of the best ways to clean your items that is non-abrasive is with electrolysis. And what electrolysis is it's basically reverse plating an item. Instead of like gold plating something, you're actually taking the plating from whatever it is you're trying to clean and you're putting it onto a catalyst metal. The catalyst metal of choice is carbon, pure carbon. This one happens to be from an electronic brush motor. So you're going to hook up your positive side to the catalyst metal, and you're going to hook up the other side to your coin. Let me move this over here so you can see it. Add some of this in there and mix it in with your soon-to-be ex-wife's toothbrush until it's all mixed up good there. And this is some sort of solution. I forget what they call it. It's like an ionic or catatonic. I don't know what they call it. It's a solution, and it's with baking soda. Which, oh God! Then you take this. This is actually just a homemade device. It's made out of an old cell phone charger. I split the leads positive, negative. Positive goes to the red gator clip. Negative goes to the black. Catalyst metal goes to the positive side, and the coin and or relic goes into this. Special note though, make sure that your catalyst metal, the alligator clip, is not hanging out in that solution. Only the carbon is in the solution. And whatever you do, don't use stainless steel. I know stainless steel is a popular catalyst item that people use in electrolysis all the time, but it's really bad for you. It creates bichromum hexavalent methyl ethyl bad stuff in this solution, and it can cause cancer. It's super bad for the environment. Just don't do it. Find yourself some carbon and do it the right way. Okay, everything's good. You plug this bad boy in. Now you should see some bubbling occurring on your coin and not on the catalyst metal. If it's vice versa, you've got it hooked up the wrong way, and you're going to want to switch that as soon as possible. Make sure you unplug it first. Wait a few minutes, unplug it, pull your item out, and very carefully undo the alligator clip. And there you go, you've got a nice shiny coin. Copper coins don't hold together well in the ground, especially after a few hundred years. Some of them get a very nasty, crusty green patina, and basically there's not a whole lot you can do for these coins. Electrolysis is a good option. Sometimes the best thing to do though is as soon as they come out of the ground, before they dry, take yourself with the toothpick and get in and get the mud and dirt and other debris out of the low points in the coin, and this will give you some relief and maybe make a little bit more of that design kind of pop out at you. And then when you get home, hit it with some stuff called Renaissance wax. Now, I don't have any Renaissance wax here with me today, so for the purpose of this video, get yourself some Renaissance wax. What you do is you just get some on your fingers and you rub it in, and you give the coin a coating, let it dry, come back half hour later, do it again, put 2-3 coats on it, put it on your shelf and display it. And that's how you preserve a copper coin. There's not a whole lot you can do to some of these. One of the questions I get asked the most frequently, especially on my Instagram, is how do I get my nickels to look so good? US nickels are a pain to get clean, and they are really, really crusty looking when they come out of the ground. Especially like buffalo nickels and V nickels. Something about nickel turns them really dark red and really crusty, and it's really hard to get off. What I do is I put them on a washcloth when I get home, and I put a little water on them. I take an SOS pad. This is steel wool with kind of like an Ajax abrasive material in it. There's that word again, abrasive. And I give it some elbow grease. And all I'm trying to do here is get the high points of the coin clean. So that way I have a nice contrast. And sometimes you have to scrub really hard to get these. Now, nickel is a lot harder than silver, so don't try this with a silver coin. You will absolutely destroy a silver coin with steel wool. You can see already the difference that is made as opposed to the reverse, which is still dull and nasty looking. Moving on. It makes a real mess, by the way. If you're lucky enough to live somewhere with medieval hammered coins, carry around some of this tin foil. When you find one, and it's dirty and you can't tell what it is, take a piece of this tin foil and take your hammered coin and spit in it. Put your hammered coin in your spit. It's gross, I know. Stay with me. When you wrap this thing up, you're going to want to make sure that the tin foil and your spit are touching that hammered coin. Then shove it in your pocket. Start detecting for a little bit again. You're going to feel that thing heat up in your pocket because there's a chemical reaction taking place between the sulfides and the aluminum and your spit. And when it starts smelling like you've been eating Mexican food for 5 days in a row, that's when you pull the coin back out and give it a rub. And you can see already it's a little bit better. Take it out and just give it a light, and you'll be able to see automatically how much of that tarnish is coming off. We don't want our coins to be completely clean and shiny through and through. We just want contrast. We're trying to make the difference between the recess and the relief, and that way the items on the coin pop. We want it to pop. I'm really happy with that, actually. That looks really good. The way that I clean my rings and other jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, whatever, is just with an old toothbrush. I just get in there and I give it a soft brushing, and I make sure that my brush is wet, and then I've got a little bit of warm soapy water to dip into, and I just use warm soapy water and a light brush. That's all. Thanks again for tuning in to this month's edition of Minelab's Treasure Talk blog. For more information on how to thoroughly and carefully clean your items, check out my book, The Metal Detecting Bible. It's available Amazon.com, all major retailers. Tune in next month when we talk about prospecting. Sorry it wasn't this month. There was a little bit of a hiccup, but next month, prospecting. Have a good day. See ya.